No matter where you are, this has the potential to affect every single person. So you see the title, the government has issued this warnings for things to come. And we all need to pay attention and stay self-aware of our surroundings. So the Department of Homeland Security is warning about the potential for violence in the lead up to the election in 2024 that could target the nation's critical infrastructure, faith-based institutions, government facilities, and minority communities. And that's according to a bulletin. In the coming months, DHS expects the threat environment to remain heightened and that individuals may be motivated to violence by perceptions of the 2024 general election cycle. The National Terrorism Advisory System Bulletin said, adding the legislative and judicial decisions pertaining to socio-political issues may also motivate attackers. Now, I try not to do any kind of political stuff here. The only reason I'm bringing this to you is to let you know that you need to stay aware and vigilant as to your safety and your family's safety. You could just be minding your own business and get caught up in, situations that are out of your control, out of our control. We see that there are times when we can't even go to church without that in the back of our mind that something may happen. I don't suggest you stop doing the things that you love to do. Just be cautious about your surroundings when you are doing them, and always see your exit out of a situation if something were to take place. So those perceptions, according to the senior DHS official, may arise if misinformation spreads in 2024, as it did in 2020, that the U.S. election system is rigged or flawed. So y'all, they preparing for a lot of stuff. That tells me that they're bringing out the big guns, so to speak, where they will probably have National Guard stationed at some of these places. The new bulletin, released as a previous bulletin, outlined the terrorism threat landscape was due to expire, points to recent incidents in public online communications to take a pulse of the current and most threatening terror threats in the United States. So y'all, let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Are they, overstepping, or are they just staying a step ahead just in case? So among those recent events was the May 6th mass shooting in Allen, Texas, in which the attacker held views racially motivated violence extremism. The agency has now issued 8 bulletins since January of 2021, the month of the violent insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, which I'm really tired of hearing about. I'm just being honest with you. It's, nothing against anybody, any side. It's other things we need to be talking about. So on a call with reporters, the senior DHS official said recent charges and sentences against the perpetrators of the January 6th riot may be serving to provoke the similar violence in the future. So I guess this is why they are doing it. The bulletin states the U.S. remains in a heightened threat environment. Recent tragic events highlighted the continued heightened threat environment our nation faces, and these threats are driven by violent extremists who seek to further their own beliefs and personal grievances. Homeland Security Alejandro said in the bulletin, we are working with partners across every level of government, within the private sector, in the local communities, to keep Americans safe. We will continue to share information and intelligence, equip communities with training and resources, and fund security enhancement and prevention efforts through millions of dollars in grant funding. So like I said, why can't I talk today? Like I said, this whole grant funding is going to fund security enhancement, meaning they're going to bring out some extra people. So y'all just be careful out there. It says other potential targets of violence includes schools, racial and ethnic minorities, individuals, or events associated with LGBTQ community, government personnel, and law enforcement. Potential attackers could include both domestic violent extremists and those motivated by their own beliefs of foreign terrorist organizations. Groups whose influence made up the vast majority of the terror threat in the U.S. following the terrorist attacks of September 11. So they're looking at it on that line of events that could take place. So please, if you see something that does not look, that looks out of the norm, if you can report it, report it. Better safe than sorry. Better to save hundreds of people if possible. Now, the thing is, do you feel like this is an overreach? Or do you feel that it is valid points? Let me know in the comments. Please be respectful of everybody's comments, everybody's opinions. You don't have to agree with anybody. You don't even have to agree with me. But please be respectful and be mindful of your words, because YouTube be monitoring everything. I wouldn't be surprised if they either don't let this video come up, or if they let it come up, they're going to limit any ads to it, or they're going to partially monetize it, because they don't like you talking about anything that goes against they sticking together. Okay, so I'm just trying to bring you news that you can use or cannot use. It depends on who you are and how you look at it. So again, I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, please go out and spread God's love, okay? Because God is love. And he wants the best for all of us. And he wants us to love one another. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here